Okay. Want to start out with your name and what you do in the band?
Sure. I'm Justin and I sing.
I'm Jessica and I sing.
I'm Abir and I play bass. We're the morning of, or one half of the morning of.
Okay, how did you guys all get started?
The morning of started, it was me, Chris, and Rob, the two other guitar players. And we started playing like about 4 or 5 years ago, like junior high. And since then, like, we went through a million members. And then last summer we got Justin, Jess, and Jimmy. And since then we put out a record in January and we've been touring nonstop.
How'd you come up with the name The Morning Of?
I can tell you what the name means, but
Name, man. I'm excited for this question.
it's actually really funny. The name just means like people are too concerned with the future or the past. Like it's like, you know, people are always like, oh, the morning after, or like the morning before, but like it's just the morning of, like we're concerned with what's going on right now and stuff like that. So yeah.
Did you always have the same name or did it change?
No, when we were younger, we were called Dope Pascal, and when we were really young, we actually had this name called Uncommon Theme, but no one really knows about it, so you guys are probably the first people to find out about that. That was when I think we were like 13, so that was a long time ago.
What's
Is that
the
what you
inspiration?
Yeah, that was
Nice.
yeah.
What's the inspiration behind the lyrics?
You can go first.
Oh,
Well, who writes the lyrics?
Me
Both
and
of
him
us.
both write the lyrics. So we're inspired by a lot of things. Like we have some songs on the record that are about like how like just like our world needs a lot more love, peace, and compassion. Like just in all the things that we do. Just because there's a lot of things going on in the world that are kind of like just depressing to see. You know, like violence.
Yeah, most of our songs are like, I know Amir does and I do, like especially, we try and write more like uplifting songs too, because there's a lot of stuff out now that's really like...
Every song of ours has a positive
Yeah,
like,
has a
message.
positive message.
Say, definitely. And, like we have songs about like friends battling drug addictions, and we also have like, you know, like relationship songs too.
Yeah.
So I mean, it runs the gamut, I guess.
What's the hardest part about being in a band?
The hardest part I'd say is probably being away from my family all the time. And I don't know, I miss them when I'm away, but I also have a lot of fun being away, like seeing all the new places. But I know they're happy and they're like very supportive, so it's okay. But that's probably the hardest part.
Hardest part for me is being on Jess.
The hardest part for me is, pretty much same thing as Jess, being away from like my friends and family and my girlfriend. But like it's weird because I really miss them when I'm away, but then like when I'm home, if I'm home for more than like 2 weeks, I get so antsy that I just want to go back out.
It's also like on tour, like a lot of our friends are like, we make them on tour, and like we've had them for a while like on tour, so it's like one of the
You
things
get to
about tour is
see
you get to see all your friends, so it's like really cool. Sometimes it's like you go on tour, it's like the best part about it is getting to see all your friends and making new friends. So it's pretty cool.
Who has been your favorite band to tour with so far?
Me personally, There for Tomorrow has been my favorite band to tour with. I'd say them and Yearling. There's another band on our label called Yearling. It's really pretty much even with, but I've gotten the closest to both of those bands. I really like. I really enjoy whenever I get to see them. It's just such a good time with those bands. How about you?
Me, I'd say the same. Therefore, tomorrow they're like our best friends and they're really great guys. And I really enjoyed the Jetlag Gemini and Zoloft the Rock and Roll Destroyer tour because they're awesome and they were a lot of fun to watch every night.
I really like touring with Therefore Tomorrow, definitely, and then Farewell.
Yeah, Farewell's really
they're a lot of fun. Yeah.
Do other bands affect how you like perform? Like if you're playing with a bigger band?
Absolutely. With me, absolutely. I steal people's moves all the time. Like if I catch somebody doing something that I like, I'll wait like a couple shows, but like a couple shows I'll try and work it into the...
Sometimes if you're on tour with a band for like 2 months, all the bands eventually like kind of start like taking things from each other. Like if you're on tour with a band that headbangs a lot, eventually like after a week you'll find yourself just like headbanging, even the softest part, just for no reason.
Another good thing is like when you tour with a band who's really, really good, it brings out the best in you because like you see how good they are, so you aspire to be that good too. I feel that way. I mean, I feel like when we're on tour with bands who are really tight live, it really improves our set too.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So you guys played Bamboozle this year?
Yeah.
Yes.
How'd you like that?
Fun.
That was the most amazing.
Yeah, it was
too.
probably my
Like-
favorite. Yeah, it was my favorite show we ever played.
Yeah, it was so good.
I had so much
Yeah,
fun.
there's very few days of my life that probably measured up to that day.
Yeah, it was great.
One of them
And it was
probably
really
days-
weird because like the weather all day was really bad. It was Saturday the first day, and when we went on, the sun came out. It was like glorious,
guys-
so it was like meant to be beautiful. And then
Yeah, it was
the
really
second we
nice.
got off, it started like pouring, like raining again.
It was
But
so cold when we got off. It was like we were freezing. We had to do a signing, and when we got off, we were all sweaty too. So like,
Oh, that's not
Weird.
so
I felt like
cool.
sick.
And it was so weird. Like the line would die down, and then like I'd be like, yes, last one, and then I'm like dotting the I, and then all of a sudden there'd be a line of like 400 more kids. And that's what
But it was
We were,
awesome.
like,
Yeah, it was awesome. I was happy about it.
Yeah.
It was
Just
crazy.
freezing.
And the amount of people that actually watched this was like insane.
Yeah.
That was
I just
crazy.
remember like looking out and like we were like, oh my god, I can't believe
Yeah, I
this
didn't think
happened.
anyone was gonna come. Like I knew people would come, but like that many people, it was just so amazing.
It's like one of those things because there's so many bands. Like some of our favorite bands of like all time were playing that day. So you got to think like there's so many bands to choose from. So it's like really cool that kids pick like your time, even though there's like there's a lot of time during the day.
Yeah,
It's
me
just really
personally, the Movie Life reunion set was during our set, so I didn't even get to catch that, but
That's
I
pretty
really
cool.
wanted to see that.
What are 3 essential tour items like when you're out on tour besides equipment?
Lots of clothes,
Laptop, cell phone.
Phone
laptop.
and it's a new item is actually very essential. That
Batman wallet.
can't go anywhere
Not
without
any
this.
wallet.
Can't
That,
go
Pretty
anywhere
cool.
without
Yeah.
it. Although there's only like $2 in there, but it's very essential.
I would say definitely cell phone to keep in touch, laptop to keep in touch,
iPods are definitely very essential.
Yeah, that's good.
There's a lot.
Pillows.
Pillows are good. Yeah. Blankets.
Yeah, these are more. There's more than 3 essentials.
Special
you can never
K
live
bars
with just
are
3
good one,
things.
too.
Yeah.
How would you describe your music to someone who's never heard it?
Every time we're in the mall and like we're hustling CDs to people, and they say like, "Oh, what kind of music are you guys?" I just say indie pop rock, and then I make them listen. But like I
say
feel like
Hollister Rock.
Hollister
Or
Rock.
Wall. just
I
put
always
Hollister,
say
yeah.
fun music.
I feel like our music
Fun.
appeals to like every spectrum. Like I feel like there's something in our music for everybody. So I just let them listen, and like depending on like what bands they tell me they like, I'll play different songs for them. So
I don't want to toot my own horn, but I think no matter what kind of music you like, you'll probably find at least one song on a record that you might relate to or like. So.
Do you feel that appearance plays a big role in music?
not really. I don't think so.
It's not, no, okay, I just want to make sure applause. But I think like sometimes like in mainstream music, appearance can like be like I mean, it's just something that like as a band you don't really think about because you're just like out there like I mean, we all like clothes like I mean
Yeah.
like yeah
I
we,
think
we like
most of the
shopping
time.
a lot, but like it's just like
No, like I mean, I've seen some ugly bands who write some great songs. So
yeah, I've seen some good-looking bands who aren't as
who write some terrible songs.
yeah. So I mean, it's just like you take it for what it's worth, you know.
If your music could be the soundtrack of any movie, what movie would you pick?
Batman.
You guys can go first. I'll go last. I know my answer.
Jeez.
Wow.
If I could pick any movie that it would probably be Harry Potter. But I don't know if it would fit the Harry Potter movie exactly.
It wouldn't fit Batman, but I would just easily put it in Batman,
Oh,
hands down.
I know. I would either want it to be for Monsters Inc. or Finding Nemo.
Or Aladdin, Batman or Aladdin, yeah.
Yeah, but Aladdin has really great music.
I know, but still, come on.
I can show you.
Elton John. Is Elton John on that song?
Elton
No.
John.
If you could steal any musician's song, what song would you steal?
Let's go, any song. I would have written "What's Sarah Said" by Death Cab for Cutie. Because for some reason that song just hits me really, really hard.
Oh, I know. I would have loved to write the Ben Folds 5 Underground. Yeah.
I would have
that
written
song's so good.
Come Together by the Beatles.
That's
It's a beautiful
That's
song.
It's a really good song.
You guys have
Hey, these are really good questions.
Across the Universe by the Beatles is another song. It's just
I just think Come Together is a good song. Check. Ocean and Come Together.
How do you like touring with a bunch of boys?
Oh, I love it. It's lots of fun. They are very funny. No, they're good.
Funny looking.
They take good care of me, and they're like brothers. So.
I know, I tried to get the stain out of her dress.
Yeah, he tried to get my stain
I failed.
out.
Instead, I just kind of
I just
moistened
had
her
some
entire
eggplant
shirt.
on
you
my
treat her basically like a boy.
Yeah.
That's
We
nice.
share makeup and everything.
That's good.
I don't know about makeup. We share brassieres occasionally.
Brassieres. We share lots of like
a
these
funny word,
shorts.
though.
We share these shorts a lot.
Yeah, these are actually.
I share her sandals sometimes.
Yeah.
So it's fun.
Have any questions? No, that's it. That's it. Thanks, guys.
Thank
All right,
you.
Thank you guys.